Chapter 83, guys! Back in 2015, I was 15 and had met this guy on Facebook. We will call him Just Juice. You'll see why. We spoke every day for a month straight until I finally decided to meet with him. Mind you, he was 16 at the time. Anyways, he asked me if I wanted to come to his school to play some hoops with him. It was Christmas school holiday, so school was out. Before I went to the school to see him, I stopped in at the dairy and brought a Just Juice and $2 worth of lollies. Where's the bad things in this? I made my way over to see him and I had butterflies. We played hoops for what felt like an eternity but only lasted 10 minutes. So we went and sat on the field for a break. Mind you, I was a virgin at the time and didn't know how to do the bad things. Anyways, we started kissing and he started touching. He asked me to give him the sucky and told me to pour the Just Juice on his laho for flavor. And let me tell you, it got sticky real quick. I then proceeded to get on top, and while we were trying to get it in for 5 minutes, it wouldn't go in. So I just went back to giving him the sucky, but with lollies this time. Girl, it's giving infection. After we finished up, we went back to our homes and kept messaging for the rest of the night. The next day, I go to message him to find out he blocked me. Say, damn it, you see. Girl, I was so heartbroken and was shattered. Anyways, a week goes by and I get this ad on Snapchat. Didn't really think much of it, so I accepted. This guy, we will call him Sunshine. I need to contain myself. He was 23 at the time. Sunshine sends me a snap of him laying in bed saying hey and asks what I was up to that night. And you're 15? Goodness. I tell him nothing much and he asks to come pick me up and I say yes, as I was still heartbroken from the Just Juice guy. Sunshine had a car and was older and I thought it was a flex and I leveled up. I hop into Sunshine's car and we say hi and hug. I kid you not, I looked at this man and he looked so familiar and I was shook. I asked him if he knew a guy, the Just Juice guy. He said yes and that it was his little brother. Girl, when I tell you my jaw dropped, I couldn't pick it back up because one thing led to another and I was giving Sunshine the sucky in the car. Anyways, I lost my V card that night to him and we kept doing the bad things until I started catching feelings and searched him up on Facebook. Sunshine was full on married and had one kid and another one on the way. So I obviously didn't block him because I was sprung and kept meeting up with him to do the bad things. It all stopped after a couple of months anyways because Just Juice saw me through the window threatening Sunshine. So yeah, that's my story. You've got balls for a 15-year-old virgin to go to a married man's house. You have no business. Next one. Growing up, I never knew who my biological father was. It was only me, my mum, my stepdad, and my 2 other siblings. The only information I had on my biological dad was that he lived in the States. Fast forward to September of 2023, after my 21st birthday, my mum and stepdad both got me a surprise ticket to America to visit my mum's side, and I was also born there. In our family, it's a tradition for girls who turn 21 to dowa'a for a cover club. So, of course, I had to go dowa'a, but in America. Can someone explain what dowa'a means, please? When I got to the cover club, I went and sat down, and immediately, this man starts putting his arm around my waist where I was sitting. He was old, probably around his late 40s, and damn, he was hella good looking. And you're 21? He looked pleasing to the eyes and he had tattoos. I noticed there was a big J tat on his hand with the rose on it. And because my name started with J, I let him do whatever he wanted to me. Wait a damn minute. I think I know where this is heading and I think I know who that man is. The man kept touching and calling me beautiful and telling me how beautiful our kids would look if we did the bad things. And honestly, I was ready for it. And this is all in your first interaction with him. It was coming up to 3 in the morning and most of the men started leaving. So they told me I could leave and gave me my money. It was coming to 3 a.m. in the morning and most of the men started leaving. So they told me I could leave and gave me my money. Is it tawa'a what I think it is? The only person who didn't contribute to paying me was the man next to me. I didn't really think about it, so I went outside and waited for my Uber. All of a sudden, I felt a hand slip $100 into my bra and then hug me from behind and kissed my neck. I knew who it was because I noticed his tattoo. I turned around and kissed him. He started feeling me up and soon he was carrying me. My Uber arrived and I quickly took his number down. He also put his name in my phone and I left. Fast forward, my nana asked me about my doa'a in America and I told her I enjoyed it. Because the club knows a lot of people from my family, I decided to ask my nana about this man. I told her about where he was from and what he looked like and she asked for his name. I remember I took his number down and I said his name out loud and she froze and said, "That's your dad." I freaking knew it. I then asked her if he had any other kids because of the J initial on his hand and she goes, "That's a J for your name and the rose was for your middle name." Everything just clicked. My nana was happy that I met him, but only if she knew. I'm fucking going mental. I literally made out with my own dad, let alone let him carry me.